Yeah, if it is hard, I will say I'll ask for help. Should be fine.
Okay, hello press. We've got the media scrum with UmTi here. So as usual, please use the hand raise feature to ask your questions. Alternatively, please drop your questions into the chat. So we'll go over to Sons of Chaos first of all for your question.
Thank you very much. I'm so sorry about the loss. This was your rematch from the LCS finals. Given the results for you, what's the taking away from these wars?
What's the takeaway from this was the question, right? So, I mean, first is like for sure grinding. I think grinding is the most important. Grinding yourself, and I think second thing is just emotion wise and find the role that what I can play is the honest question. So like when I just pick some champion, just try to find how can I play this champion as 100%, not 100%, even like 80%. That is actually fine to win the game, you know.
Thank you very much for the answer.
Okay, we'll kick it over to Lucia.
Hello, UmTi. I'm Lucy Weird, a content creator from Peru. Unfortunately, Team Liquid is now out of Worlds 2024 after this series versus FlyQuest. What are your thoughts about it? Do you have any regrets? And which team do you consider that could win Worlds this year?
So I actually think there's no regret for me because I actually use all the power. I mean, obviously there's a lot of like weird play from me. Probably I can solve it if I just like use the time or something, time machine. But I think there is no time machine, and I have to live the present and only future. So yeah, I have no regret for that. And winnable team, I don't know, but I think Weibo game was definitely winnable, and FlyQuest game was winnable, but obviously there was just better.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, Ash.
UmTi, I wanted to ask what you think went wrong in game 3, because it felt like a really good comeback in game 2 for you guys, but then in game 3 it just seemed like you guys couldn't get your early game momentum going, and it seemed like it started with the mid 2v2, but why do you think that went off?
So first thing happened is like mid 2v2, right? I think that is a correct point. I think mid 2v2 we actually have to win. But first thing is like I think I just can't believe that we lose the 2v2 because we actually practiced this comp hard and we didn't lose 2v2 at all. And this is just like outplayed from the code and inspired, I will say. So that's the first thing. And second thing is they actually very like I would say chameleon. They copied a lot of copied the lane swap situation what we do at the game 2 and adapted the game 3 very well and dive impact and burn the ulti. And it was very perfect play from them. I respect that. And they continued to the group fight too. So I think they actually just checkmated us very well from the start of the mid 2v2 and to the swap into the groups. I think they actually played very well. And I think since Sejuani Kled is behind, I don't think there's a win condition for a very good thing. Like if we just find a very creative, don't find a very creative angle, I don't think there's a win condition anymore.
Okay, kicking over to Cloud.
UmTi, unfortunately, you guys lost, and this is the furthest you've ever made it on a team. Obviously, your time on Bro, you never made it to the World Championship. I did want to ask, like, how different does it feel making it to the World Championship, not winning, versus not making it to the World Championship on your previous teams?
I mean, definitely is. I should say feel better because I'm gonna feel more improvement and I can feel more like I can against the good players and having a good experience with them and try to be improvement more at there. But I think the ironic about the international match is gonna be like I just thought when I was in Brion I was like a little kid I would say. I thought if I just go to Worlds maybe I'm just proving myself, but it is actually wrong. You come to Worlds, you come to MSI, you come to EWC. If you don't prove yourself, or if you just don't win any matches, or like if you actually fucked up one matches, it's gonna be come back to you as a very sharp arrow. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Next question to Kenzie.
오랜만이에요.
반갑습니다.
그 팀 리퀴드가 그러니까 네덜란드에서 스크림 했을 때 뭐 스크림이나 뭐 성적이 되게 좋았다고 들었거든요. 그때 하고 지금 봤을 때는 아까 전에 경기 보니까 되게 아쉬운 표정을 짓던데 어떤 부분이 좀 안타까웠고 그런 부분 하고요. 그다음에 다른 팀도 그렇지만 팀 리퀴드도 지금 레드 사이드에서 다 졌잖아요.
네.
그런 거에 대한 좀 생각을 좀 듣고 싶네요. 그리고 이제
네.
처음 국제대회 아니다. 첫 월주였잖아요. 좀 치러보니까 어땠는지.
첫 번째로 네덜란드에서 승률이 실제로 70%가 넘게 나왔던 건 맞고요. 뭐 이거는 사실 부정할 수 없이 저희가 그래서 자신 있었던 거고. 그래서 두 번째로 저희가 여기 와서 첫 번째 세트를 졌을 때 좀 많이 실망을 했던 것 같아요. 첫 번째 세트가 저희 네덜란드 뱀픽의 전부였다고 생각하기 때문에 저희가 지금까지 갈아왔던 그런 궁극의 집합체라고 생각했는데 되게 못했다고 생각해서 그런 부분에 대해 아쉽고 처음 월드를 왔는데도 느끼는 부분은 참 세상은 넓고 항상 부족한 부분은 많고 내가 채워야 되는 부분은 많고 근데 이렇게 쏟아부어도 내가 참 부족한 걸 많이 느낀다라는 걸 많이 느꼈던 것 같습니다.
Okay, thank you. We'll go over to the chat now. So a question from Trang. In what aspects do you think your team can improve to win?
Sorry. So what
So,
aspects?
yeah, in what aspects? So what
What is
can your team do better to improve and to win next time?
I mean, there's no any more stages now, so I actually no idea right now. But if I have one ending thing is just have to calm down right now, chill, and after 1 week later, have to rewatch ourselves and being a cold brain and how terrible it was for like we can just rewatch our play and how terrible was our play was. That is I think honestly we can be better because if you watch right now, you're actually very hot brain and you're gonna think, oh, this is like you actually want to blame someone or something. But it's not gonna make you guys improvement, like make us as a team wise. So I actually think everyone have to like don't watch the league, don't do anything, just think about the positive things. And 1 week later, I think we can actually rewatch ourselves again and play as just watch the individual things well, and we will probably find the ways to be improvement.
Perfect. And then the very last question over to Pedro.
Thank you very much. Likewise, UmTi, thank you so much for taking the time doing this quick scrum and also commiserations on the loss. I want to ask you about just sort of the general approach for the game that was for today, given the fact that your team and FlyQuest played each other so many times throughout this year up until this point. How much did that kind of play into your team's kind of general approach for today, and how did that kind of approach slash plan play itself out from your point of view?
Yeah, so approach and plan. I think we were actually first game we met as a same plan, just front back with the mage comms. We failed. I think that is actually crucial. So that was our first plan. Second plan, we planned our dive combo again, and they planned dive combo again to like fight back like a mirror, and we won it there. And third game, we are at the red side now. So, I mean, kind of just tough to draft because we were thinking about a lot of OP champions. So yeah, I think since we lost the game 1 and game 3 draft was like a little bit lagging, probably the plan was gone, I think. But I still think we could win the game 3, but our mid jungle play was not great, for sure. I mean, yeah, that's my thing.
Okay, so that concludes the media scrum with UmTi. Thank you very much to UmTi for joining us, and thank you, media, for joining us too.